Family bonds are built on trust, love, and secrets, but what happens when those secrets begin to unravel? Tonight, we dive into a shocking revelation that left the Brown family shaken to their core. Aspyn's twin pregnancy wasn't just a joyous moment, it triggered a storm, one that tore at the fabric of their unity, and unleashed a truth that had been buried for years. This is a story of family, betrayal, and the dark side of fame. Are you ready to face the truth? Everything seemed perfect. Aspyn Brown, beloved daughter of the Brown family, was pregnant with twins, a moment that should have been filled with nothing but joy. Her family, already under public scrutiny, was ready to celebrate the new additions. But even in this moment of happiness, something didn't feel right. When Aspyn shared the news with her family, the excitement was palpable, but hidden beneath the cheers, there were eyes that didn't shine with happiness. You could feel the weight in the room, the unspoken tension that no one could quite place. Was it simply nerves about the future, or was there more to it? As the months passed and Aspyn's belly grew, so did the cracks in the Brown family dynamic. Something was changing, subtle but undeniable. Members of the family started acting differently, conversations became strained, and trust began to erode. Aspyn's pregnancy should have brought them together, but instead, it seemed to amplify old wounds. Conversations started turning colder, and the quiet whispers began to grow louder. It was clear something was off. It all came to a head when a series of shocking revelations from the past began to resurface. Hidden family secrets, ones that had been buried for years, started to claw their way to the surface. Secrets that, once uncovered, would change the Brown family forever. Could this be what was driving the wedge between them? The rumors, the unspoken words, the things that had been ignored for so long. It was a ticking time bomb, and with Aspyn's pregnancy came the spark that set it off. The moment that changed everything came when one family member could no longer stay silent. In an emotional conversation that no one was prepared for, a long-kept secret was finally revealed. Through tears and trembling voices, they revealed the truth, a family betrayal that no one saw coming. A secret so powerful, it shattered everything they thought they knew about each other. This was the moment when the Brown family's world came crashing down. As the truth spread, the fallout was immediate. The Brown family was in chaos. Some members were broken, others furious. Friendships were tested, and loyalties questioned. The cracks that had been there for years were now exposed, and the damage was done. Nobody was prepared for how deep this wound would go. The love they once shared seemed to fracture beyond repair. And as the tension grew, the world watched as the Brown family became divided, caught in a web of betrayal and hurt. But in every storm, there's a chance for healing. Could the Brown family come together again? Was forgiveness even possible after all that had been revealed? In the midst of the anger and the pain, a new hope began to flicker. But at what cost? It was in the darkest moments that some family members began to search for a way to rebuild, not just their relationships, but their trust. Could they overcome this betrayal, or had the damage been done too deeply? As the dust settled, one thing became clear: the Brown family would never be the same. Aspyn's twin pregnancy, once a symbol of hope and joy, had become the catalyst for unraveling a family's darkest secrets. But even in the wake of destruction, the possibility for healing remained. Sometimes, the things we hide come to light when we least expect it. And when they do, they challenge everything we thought we knew about each other. For the Brown family, this journey is far from over. But the question remains, will they find a way to heal the wounds and rebuild what was broken? Did you see the signs coming? What do you think about the Brown family's shocking secret? Let us know in the comments below. Now I am uncover the hidden footage that changes everything. Sister Wives S 20 times 10 to the 7 inches. In the last 10 minutes of episode 7, everything changed. A camera that wasn't supposed to be recording. A confession no one expected. And a truth so explosive, it threatens to end what remains of the Brown family. What you're about to hear was never meant to air. The moment the footage leaked, fans froze. For over a decade, viewers saw the Browns as complicated, but still a family. Through heartbreak, jealousy, marriages falling apart, and children growing up, there was always one thing they tried to protect: their unity. But episode 7 reveals a very different truth, one that rewrites everything we thought we understood about Kody, the wives, and the future of this family. All season long, tension built like a storm cloud. Kody's relationships fractured beyond recognition. Christine moved on. Janelle was tired of being unheard. Meri was emotionally done. Even Robyn, once the favorite, looked shaken. And then, the producers teased something no one expected. Unseen footage from the season that changes everything. Why was this footage hidden in the first place? When the episode aired, the first 50 minutes showed a familiar pattern: pain, miscommunication, distance. But in the final 10 minutes, the tone shifted. Kody, speaking to a producer off camera, didn't know the mic was still hot. He didn't know the camera operator hadn't fully cut. And he didn't know the footage would survive editing. Kody, I'm tired of pretending. I don't know if I even want this family anymore. Those 12 words detonated the fandom. Was this a moment of frustration, or a secret intention he never planned to admit? But the real twist wasn't Kody saying he wanted out. It was who he was talking about. Kody. And Robyn knows it. She's known for months. She's been planning what comes next. Fans exploded online. Did Kody just confirm a private plan with Robyn? A strategy? A separation? A rebranding of the family without the original wives? And then, 2 seconds before the camera finally cut, Robyn's voice appeared faintly in the background. One sentence. Barely audible, but enough to set Sister Wives fandom on fire. Robyn, we can't hide it forever. That was the moment fans realized. This wasn't just frustration. This was a plan. A secret. A future they never intended to share. The reactions were immediate. Reddit blew up with conspiracy theories. Facebook groups declared the family officially over. YouTube creators paused their uploads to dissect those 12 minutes. But the wives' reactions were even more telling. Fans wondered, did they already know? Were these conversations happening behind closed doors for months? Was episode 7 simply the first time the world saw what the wives had lived with for years? And if they did know, why didn't they say anything sooner? The hidden footage wasn't an accident. It was a turning point. A line in the sand. For the first time ever, viewers saw a Kody who wasn't in control. A Kody who was confused. Broken. Possibly scared of what comes next. And when Robyn whispered, "We can't hide it forever," she unknowingly confirmed the biggest twist of season 20. The Brown family is no longer breaking apart. It has already broken. The only question left is, What happens now? What do you think the hidden footage truly meant? Is Kody preparing to walk away? Is Robyn taking control? Or is this just the beginning of a much darker truth? Comment below. What shocked you the most in episode 7? Let's deep dive in full details. A family built on secrets and lies. But what happens when the truth finally comes crashing through? The world thought the Browns were finally healing, until the shocking revelation of Aspyn's twin pregnancy shook everything to its core. And that was just the beginning. What no one knew was that beneath the surface, an even darker secret was waiting to break free, one that would change everything for Kody, Christine, and the entire family. This is the story of the hidden footage, the hidden truth, and the final test of a family's strength. This isn't just a family story. It's the unraveling of everything they've fought for. It should have been a moment of pure joy. Aspyn, the daughter who had struggled with the idea of having children, now carrying twins. For Kody and the wives, it was supposed to be a moment to celebrate, but there was something else. There was something hidden in plain sight. As the news spread, the cracks in the family started to widen. Behind the smiles, the tension was palpable. Everyone, it seemed, had something they weren't saying. But what no one saw coming were the shocking events of the final moments of episode 7, events that exposed the deep divisions within the Brown family. What happened next was something nobody expected. Hidden footage, recorded by a camera that wasn't supposed to be running, was uncovered. And with it, Kody's true feelings, his darkest thoughts, and a truth no one could have predicted. Kody, I'm tired of pretending. I don't know if I can keep doing this. The family isn't what I thought it was. Those words were just the beginning. What Kody didn't realize was that this moment, caught on camera, would reveal more than just frustration. It would unravel everything he'd built. Was this just a fleeting moment of anger, or was Kody secretly planning to break away from the family? What was the plan he wasn't telling the world? And then came the real shock. A whispered conversation between Kody and Robyn, caught just before the camera cut. Robyn's words echoed in the back of our minds. We can't hide it forever. We can't hide it forever. What did Robyn mean by that? Was it a secret agreement? A plan they had been hiding from the world? The implications were enormous. Could Robyn be the mastermind behind Kody's hidden agenda? And if she was, what would that mean for the future of the Browns? The fallout was immediate. Fans had been speculating about the future of the Brown family for years, but now, it was real. The wives, once loyal to Kody, began to shift. Christine, who had already started questioning her place in the family, seemed to find a sense of clarity. Janelle was tired of fighting for a man who no longer seemed to care. Meri, the silent observer, was starting to make her own decisions. But Robyn, who had been at Kody's side through it all, seemed oddly unaffected. Her calm demeanor only added to the mystery. What was she really hiding? Were the wives already prepared for the breakup? Had they known something the world didn't? The final twist came when Kody, looking defeated, admitted something that shocked even his closest supporters. He had no idea what was coming next. He had no plan. The man who had once seemed so certain of his role as patriarch was now a man lost, alone, uncertain, and questioning everything. What would happen next? Would Kody finally walk away from the family? Or was this just another phase of a relationship that had already seen too many ups and downs? Is this the final straw for the Brown family? Or will the broken pieces somehow come together again? The Browns have been through it all, but this time, it feels different. The hidden footage exposed the raw truth about Kody, Robyn, and the future of this family. It left fans wondering, is this the end of the road for the Browns? Or can they rebuild, despite the deep cracks in their foundation? While the drama of the Brown family continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the trust that once held them together is now broken. And for some of them, there may be no going back. What do you think? Will the Browns come back from this? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the Brown family drama. You won't want to miss what happens next.